Okay. Alright. We need a new campaign. We need the third song. Together for her. The once great barony of Loth longs for the glory days. When they welcome the scholars of the unseen society into the lands, hope is rekindled to restore order to the world and bring back the peace and prosperity of the Arulian Empire. And that peace and prosperity shall be brought back with rats! And, other things, but mostly rats. I really want to play a powerful wizard this time. Not a rider, not a get faster initiative. I mean, that was powerful, but I want to play the spell system. That's what I want to do. Oh, we have two different maps. Oh, hey, the Marshes of Rana map is just sitting there. Wait, is this where it is in relation to... No, oh, well, whatever. Let me quickly grab a link and post it to Discord because... Well, unless you all want to rely on YouTube notifications. Ha! Okay. Alright. So... A Baron's Faith. In the year 592 AA, Baron Aldous of Loth traveled his lands collecting the tithes he owed the Stoutheart barony. Reaching the final part of his journey, a passage called the Trial of Oaths, he hoped not only to collect the final taxes, but to renew his oath. You're big on this oath stuff here. How's that working out for you? Let's find out. By the time I get to the first song, it's gonna be so easy, right? Because that was the one you're supposed to do first. And I'm like, no, the second one. No, the third one. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, yeah, we just read that. Well, okay, it's worded differently, but, whatever. Barian? Wait, is that the Fey people? Or no, wait. No, that's the merchants with the guns and the ogres. They're leasing his lands in exchange for gold. I have archers and footmen? Really? Not undead? No rats? Order, creation, order... Huh. So maybe we're just not undead yet. I'll bet that's what it is. Alright, well, whatever. Sure. A well-maintained shrine to Aurelia was the first shrine along the Trail of Oaths. Many followers visit the shrine to renew their oath for the years to come. He approached the shrine and bent a knee. Oh, Aurelia, how you would weep to see your empire now. Your most loyal servants of Loth are reduced to rent collectors, bowing to Stoutheart and leasing our ancient lands to these merchants. But no more! When I collect the final installment, we'll reclaim our land and be free of the debt to Stoutheart. By blood and bone, my essence now forever I pledge to thee in peacetime and in war. Aurelia the Great and your endeavors. I swear my oath to serve you forevermore. You're gonna end up being a skeleton. You're gonna end up being a skeleton standing around in a swamp because of this oath. Hey there, twin. How's it going? Completed objective. Visit first shrine. Now visit the second shrine. Oh well. Sure. Collecting the taxes ends up being optional. Okay. Well, here's some taxes I can collect. Wow, we have zeros. A bedraggled group of peasants were working on the road. "Oh there, farmer! What are you working on that keeps you from the fields?" Forgive us, Baron. We've been cursed with heavy rains and flooding. Much of the crop has been lost, and we're afraid the river will rise again and wash away the road." "We must pray for the Empress will intervene and stop the river." Wait, is she... This isn't just a ruler cult. You'd literally think that she has divine powers. Is she still alive as an undead? Or... whatever, anyway. In the meantime, do what we can. Your initiative commends you. But why are you all armed yourselves? There have been many attacks by brigands lately, Lord Baron. Brigands. I will drive them from these parts, but I'll need your help to do it. Come with me, and we'll care for the roads once these brigands are dealt with. Gladly, my lord. By the blessing of Aurelia, we'll deal with this scum. I'll have to try to not let these poor militiamen die. What faction... This isn't the Undead, is it? Do the Undead have humans? You actually have the ambush ability. I saw that with one unit in the Rana faction. Well... Don't expect me to send you back after we deal with the bandits. Alright. Near the ruins of an old farmstead stood a farmer and his family. As he saw the Baron's forces' equipment, he brought his boy with him to meet them in the road. "Oh, my Baron, you're a welcome sight in these troubled times. Here are the taxes owed for this year." "Ah, my dear man, how is it possible you still have this?" "Oh, we were lucky the brigands didn't find the chest I had buried. We hid it in the nearby swamp as they burned it all. Please take it." "No, my good fellow, I will not accept taxes from a family in need such as yours. Use this to rebuild. My forces should have prevented this from happening in the first place." "Baron, I'm speechless." "Keep your gold, farmer." "And you, Baron, you have my undying gratitude." Undying? Yeah, we might be that very soon. Are the brigands gonna be what kills us and turns us into undead horrors? Only time will tell. Alright, I have a sharp sword. Combat we're not a wizard again. Actually, we have specialization giving us a point of order. That's actually not the greatest specialization. Yeah, but it's something. I'll just be happy I have something. Anyway, we have a sharp sword. That's nice. Pilgrim's Rest was a common place to stop for pilgrims traveling the Trail of Oaths, but now it had fallen into disrepair, and many of the fields lay under water. "Oh, Baron Aldous, Aurelia's blessing upon you." "And upon you. I saw signs of brigands on the way, a burnt farmstead. Have they stolen the yearly tithe?" "Yes, my lord. Lately many bands of brigands have been ravaging the roads and the farmsteads. We've armed ourselves as best we could, but we couldn't stop them. They've stolen almost everything." "Cursed brigands! I'm sorry I didn't come sooner, but together we'll drive them out of these lands. We will teach these brigands what the followers of Aurelia do to her enemies." "Well, I'll gladly join you. We should heed the Mason's Quarry to see if they still stand. There's a small garrison there." "By my oath, I shall clear the roads of big brigands and retrieve the tithe." Alright. So, these max at 20, which is awful small. They don't seem particularly strong. You max at 50, which... Well, anyway. Alright, he got the small settlement. And that's as big as we're gonna get. A croft. A timber mill. Stoneworks. A rally point. Nothing that makes soldiers is available right now. I see. Well, let's go pick on some wolves and see what happens. With no resources, I can't build or do much. Let's get a good look at our Baron. Hey there, Peter. I'm playing as this guy. It looks kind of like a skull, but it could be a helmet. It just says footman. What you never know. Protection. Oh yeah, archery's the way to go, man. There we go. No, my alarm clock did not fail me. I have no excuses this time. I got caught up in things that I had to do, and yeah. I have no convenient excuse. I am late. I am sorry. I want you to be a wizard! If ever a whiz there was and all that. Should have done that last turn. I shoulda. I forgot the sign. Oh well. Aurelia, I seek your strength and guidance in the battles to come. Help me, help my people. Aurelia, Aurelia eternal, I lay my worth to measure on your scale. You hold us all, protective and maternal. May those who stand against you ever fail. Well, her forces failed to keep the Rana down. A pack of Dreth emerge from the trees. Dreth here? The wolves are bad enough, but we must destroy them before they spread. Well, let's see if we can just knock this out. So, we never had order magic. That was the one we were missing in the last campaign. Pacifism. Quicken. Protection. No, I'm losing men. Alright. And that's that. No, it's not a skull, it's a head. It just looked a little bit like a skull from a distance. No, it's okay. I haven't checked out the... Oh, you're talking about Star Trek. Dude. Alright, look. I'll level with you guys. My day started with me. I had very I have problems with a very expensive computer. And I have it here. And the first thing I needed to do was I needed to get it to a computer guy. I managed to injure myself. This doesn't look like much, but it bled a lot. And I injured myself on my ankle, too. But, regardless, I then had to spend, like, I was basically an hour late to work by the time I was done with the tech guy. I hadn't had breakfast or done anything. I had a day at work. You know what? Let's skip the day at work and not talk about any of it. And I came home. I had to do some stuff. And I had a hot bath and a meal. And that is why I'm actually late. But I didn't have time to look at entries. I didn't have time to do anything today. If I decided I just didn't like bathing anymore, I could have been on time. Well, no, I'd have still been a little bit late, but anyway. Yeah, today I got nothing actually accomplished. Nothing actually done. Because the end result was, after a whole bunch of testing and shit, yeah, we don't really know what's wrong with the computer. Great. Did I just find celestial ore? Ooh, celestial ore! Yeah. I need glimmer oh no! The Rana always needed ore, but you need glimmer weave? They need silk to upgrade their structures. Whoops, oh shit, I pushed the wrong button. Well, it's probably fine. It's only the first mission in this campaign. How hard can it be, really? Yep, it's gonna be silk for every single upgrade, isn't it? Oh, might as well build a trading post. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip the day at work. It's enough to say I had a day. And leave it at that. I do. I like long, luxurious baths at 122 degrees. That's perfect. Anyway. A large group of brigands meeting with a cloaked figure outside the ruined the Mason's Quarry. If it ain't his high and mighty Baron of Loth. Brigands, I'm here to collect the gold you've stolen from Pilgrim's West. And I swear by Aurelia's sorrow you will pay for the destruction of Mason's Quarry with your lives. Heh. It's not like we're walking around with heaps of gold down our trousers. Now leave before things get bloody. It might be Celsius. You can't prove that I'm speaking in Fahrenheit. What if I'm speaking in Kelvin and I like my baths icy? Ah, great. You had one singer. Just enough to be annoying. No, target that down. Shouldn't have swung the sword. I lost a swordsman that I didn't need to. I do. I will read them. I just don't know when I'll get to. I'm not actually in customer service. I mean, depending on how you look at it. But anyway, yeah, I dealt in customer service once. It was my first job. And I decided I didn't want to ever do that again. So, By certain definitions, my job can be considered customer service, but it really isn't. It really isn't. The old settlement of Mason's Quarry was destroyed except for the walls built in the time of Aurelia. Brigands had stripped the town bare before torching it. Only smoldering ruins remained. From beyond the walls, 3 tired and wounded footmen emerged from a hiding spot. Oh good, I need some more fodder. My Baron, we failed you and these people. We tried to stop them, but eventually had to retreat. Save your apologies. I can see you fought as hard as you could. No shadow will tarnish your name, and Aurelia smiles upon you for surviving it all. Well, thank you, my lord. If you would have us, we would join your forces. No, I'm still down 1. Our strength is not what it was at its peak. Where can I find silk? Why do I need silk to cut wood more effectively? Whatever. I'm gonna touch this again for the small buff for the next fight. Initiative and troop movement matter. Barian, my good tenant! I am here to collect your payment. The gold is sorely needed. My people are starving, and I must pay the tithe to the Stouthearts. Baron, according to the lease, the barony of Loth must maintain the roads to and from the leasehold of Comfrey. As you are in breach of contract, there will be no payment, and the land now defaults to the merchant house of Fairbrand. You really should read that fine print. Come now. The damage to the roads was caused by recent flooding. They will be repaired when the waters recedes. Then you should have stipulated those details in the lease before signing. And now the Comfrey is part of the free cities of Brea. They will consider any acts of aggression as a proclamation of war. But this is the ancestral seat of the barony of Loth. We cannot accept this. I will not relinquish these holdings due to a trick of the contract. Well, you should have read your contract. You really should have. A contract will not strip me of what is owed. If we don't get the gold, we're seizing Comfrey by force. Very well. I have received your declaration of war. I will inform the House of Fairbrand. Prepare yourselves. No, you won't. Hey, get back here. I'll put a crossbow bolt in your back. You won't be delivering any messages. We knew you were going to declare war, but you barons always hunger for war. You've left me with little choice. If I do not pay Stoutheart, I'll lose the barony and be exiled just like a hemorrhoid? Hammond. Hammond. Oh, okay. Well, if we always hunger for war and you knew we'd declare war, why did you, leave only 10 guys here? Either you're lying, or you're stupid. Haha, he parked just out of range. Well... Oh shit, right, spear. I always forget it has 1 tile of extra reach. Crap, that cost me big. That cost me 8 peasants. Oh, that hurt. Hammond is part of the first campaign? I didn't play the first campaign. Archery. How big is archery? I mean, right now, obviously, it's our main thing. But going forward, how many ranged units will we have? I really want spellcasting levels. Come on, this guy's ability is magic-related. Give me magic. I want to be a wizard, Harry. Wait, I mean... Hail, my good fellows, how did this happen? Baron Aldous, we had been gambling with the mercenaries at the tavern, and some nights ago we lost quite severely. Such things happen. The Baron said we were in their debt, and as we couldn't pay, they named us indebted and put us in this cage. We'll have none of that. You are free now. You tempt me. I'll take the footman. How exactly does one turn them into experience? General Order 24. I do not. Everything except silk. Where the roads were washed out. The road ahead is washed out by flood. The water levels were rising. These floods are worse than I thought. We need to retake the lands to feed these people. My lord, there's an old path that follows the north end of the lake. It will take longer, and there is much lawlessness. Lead on. We haven't any time to lose. Yes. I could use some arching. Alright. Order magic. Finally. No silk. You have silk, don't you? This, we might have to pay in blood for this one. Alright, use. No! Not my archers! Oh, come on, that's not fair. Wait, quicken. It's not enough! I just got those. Oh my gosh, this is hurting. Ow. Well, that was very expensive. What a terrible setup. The first thing they did was walk up to my archers before I had a turn. Was it worth it? Lord Brigandine. I'm not sure I came out ahead in that exchange. Alright. Yes. Okay. Alright. What's more important? This is. I can get both upgrades. Alright. Alright, there we go. 2 wood a turn and extra money. That's what we've been hungering for. All this time. Wills. Bandits. I would love to pick up some new boots. No, I do not accept that. That was too much. Nope, don't know that one. I wish you had a guard option. Alright, we lost less. Yeah, well, still losing 3, but... You know, a good pair of boots might be worth more than your lives. What was it Farquaad said? Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice that I am willing to make. A number of brigands have set up camp here. The Baron's forces neared them. They could see a cloaked figure moving amongst them. Ah, you're Baron Aldous. Rot! We had hoped to be gone before you arrived. I am, and we are here to rid the land of your lot, with Aurelia's courage at our back and her fury in our arms. We too pray to Aurelia, or we will. Please forgive us. I can forgive many things, but the burning and murdering that has happened here is too much. You will pay in oh shit, this is a dangerous fight. They have cultists with them. Honestly, that's getting off lightly. I will accept that. Yes. None of the peasants are coming back alive from all this. Oops. Perhaps they shouldn't have been so eager to join me in my quest. It's alright, they'll be bound by oaths to come back as the undead. That's a happy ending for them, right? I really don't have a way to produce more units still. Computers make excellent and efficient servants. Ah, fan of the AIs, is he? Last time we did one of these, it was very bad for us, and this one's risky. The trees, neglected and warned, they found the third shrine. Soldiers, kneel with me and recite the final passage of our oath. May we draw strength from her to defeat these Barians, and should we fall, we'll die knowing we did it to defend those in need. If I am called, my oath will soon deliver. My body, my soul, my spirit to your side. For Arleon! I swear this oath so I will never die. As the troops spoke the last lines of the oath, a large group of cloaked figures approached from the north. Their leader stepped forward and pulled back her hood. Baron Aldous, I, too, am a devoted follower of the great Empress. My faithful and I often pray here, and I prayed for a meeting of just this kind. A meeting with me? I'll gladly offer any help I can, but I have many duties already. You misunderstand, my Baron. It is I that offer help. I belong to the order named the Unseen Society, and we would lend our strength to yours, and rid this land of brigands and Barians. While I would welcome your aid, I fear that I cannot pay you. We don't need gold. All we ask for is the freedom to pursue our research in your barony. We want to unearth the old structures of the Empire and learn how the Empress could rule with peace and prosperity. Uh-huh. That is a noble goal. If you can help us, I would gladly welcome your research into the past. Then we are allies. I will lend my own strength as a wielder to you if you would let me. Of course! I should have guessed you possessed power. Just one question. I have seen men like your followers in the bands and the brigands, and even slain some of them. Why is that? They've been preaching Aurelia's word and trying to convert them to our ways. We hoped those brutes could have been turned by words instead of violence. I see. You were very wise to seek a peaceful outcome. I am satisfied and eager to give these Barians a good beating. I will send word to my scholars, oath chanters, and toxicologists to come to our aid. By Aurelia's glory, Loth shall rise in favor once more. Toxicologists. I see, yes. cultists, toxicologists, and Aurelian scholars. Order Arcane Destruction. Oh, this is the hero I want, but I have a feeling I won't be allowed to use her as my main hero. If I knew I could keep her through the entire campaign, I would invest everything in her. But I can't be sure that she might just depart. So I can't trust that I can keep her. Look at this. Essence Leech, Destruction Magic, Destruction Essence. She's everything I wanted. One of them states that if the Prime Directive has been violated, and a planet has culturally contaminated to the point where a correction is no longer possible, Runberger, the Prime Directive in a similar fashion to the 3 robotic laws to advocate its nonsense that doesn't really work. Asimov was big on his 3 laws. I like Asimov. I've read quite a few of his books. But not even just a fraction of his body of work, though. Alright. Well, now I have a lot of ranged units. Creation, Destruction, Arcane, Order. I'm actually going to be dealing in 4 elements. Alright, fine. I'll swap these two. The commanding officer may just order the destruction. Oh, it's a buster call. I see. Wait. It can only be a threat if the Prime Directive is breached? What if they encounter a culture that did not breach the Prime Directive? That's just an evil, terrible culture. By what criteria does the commander get to judge a culture? First aid tent. Yeah. I don't know, the first aid tent provided healing. If you were running Titans and Black Dragons, the first aid tent is not. Yeah, no, it's a shit specialization to have. I can't even pretend to argue. It's not good. Alright. I really want to use you, but I just don't believe you're what I want you to be. I just don't think you're going to be around. So, I'm going to go back and sacrifice your men to the bandits over here. Alright, let's see this. That's too high a price. I don't know if I can do any better, though. These fights are stupid. They just come at me from all directions and walk straight into my vulnerable backline. Like that! Right there. Spell damage power. That's not gonna help. Ow, ow! costing me way too much. Alright, we've got enough momentum. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I think I did worse than the auto battle somehow. Oh, I don't know. I mean, the power behind a warp drive, I'm relatively certain that the Enterprise could wipe out a planet if they didn't have the tech to protect themselves. I sure hope this was worth it. That cost a lot. I am pretty sure the Enterprise could wipe out a planet if they wanted to. I think they could. The small village of Sunglade was almost completely flooded. An old farmer stood by the smithy, his feet deep in the mud. Greetings. We don't have much to offer, but we'll help in any way we can. I've heard you're fighting back. We are, and by the grace of Aurelia, this will be a strong seat of power for Loth again. Together for her! Cool. Alright. Hey, Buster. Chainmail, that might be good. Glimmer Weave. Excellent. That's what I thought. Alright. Oh, man, I paid in blood for this thing, and it's already obsolete. Oh. Also, you probably need these. Yeah. That'll help. Honestly, having an option to wipe out a planet is wildly pragmatic for us. It doesn't sound like a Starfleet kind of move. Star Trek tends to be a very, very optimistic franchise. So the idea that they could look at something and be like, okay, this has to be wiped out is surprising to come from them. It just doesn't sound like their way. Okay, cool. Oh, Take that. I'll take what I can get, really. March! Hell yeah! Oh yeah! That's what we want. A laboratory. I think she can flag everything down in that area. You need to go this way. Yeah. Alright. Cunning? No, destruction magic. Ambertina, are the plans proceeding? They are. We are now blessed with Baron Alden's graces and are free to roam within the barony. Ah, the first to join. The first of many. Not exactly the direction I thought things were gonna go, but I suppose it will be, like this, then. I thought it was gonna be that the bound by oath stuff, like, rather than using any kind of necromantic energy, I thought the dead were just gonna rise because they were asked to their oaths, to fulfill their oaths. But no, it looks like it's actually gonna be more of a corruption storyline, is it? That hurts, but considering what we're up against, I suppose I'll accept. I don't know, man. The kind of energy necessary for your antimatter engines to go at warp speed, the kind of energy needed to push a ship that big, that fast, could probably destroy a planet fairly easily. I figure a handful of photon torpedoes could devastate the surface of a world. I don't know if you could kill all life, but you could certainly end a civilization with a few well-placed photon torpedoes, and the Enterprise carries 170 of the things. So, I think the Enterprise could end a civilization. I think they could, if they really wanted to. Darn it, out of movement. You're gonna be bringing loads of toxicologists for, because this is literally the only thing I have that produces units on this entire map so far. I don't even know why I'm bothering to pick up wood. Some weary rangers approach from the south. Baron Aldous! The Boar's Hollow lies to the south, and we would gladly welcome the Unseen Society and gather fighters need to battle the Baryons. Thank you. May Aurelia be with us now and forever. We will march to the Boar's Hollow. But what do you know of the Baryons? They've captured Comfrey and are establishing a base by the coast. We should expect them to eventually come through the mountain pass and take these lands as well. We'll be ready. Alright. Alright. Well, I know what that thing is, and I need it. No, I do not accept that loss. Get in there. I really don't see why violations of the Prime Directive would be the only reason that they'd consider Order 24. But as I've stated previously, I'm not a big fan of the Prime Directive itself, so, you know. Glass a civilization for adopting the wrong ideology. Again, it just doesn't sound very Starfleet. Wouldn't it be easier just to travel back in time and prevent the violation of the directive? It's interesting that our chant boosts spell damage of all things. Nice! Yeah, toxicologists are our main force now. You're reloading a crossbow. Oh, it survived. Ah, there we go. Our losses weren't so bad. Star Wars had the edge over Star Trek? What, you mean if there was a war between Star Trek and Star Wars? Or do you mean in popularity and storytelling? I mean, I can think of a handful of sci-fi civilizations that, you know, if you encountered, you'd probably want to wipe out, but, usually that's because they're especially terrible monsters that reproduce out of control and are all-devouring, you know? But I can think of a few such entities. Ah, you mean in terms of storytelling. I was a fan of the novels. The Black Fleet Crisis was really good. Admiral Thrawn was amazing. When Disney bought it, I was like, do Admiral Thrawn as the movies. Just do the Black Fleet. They didn't. I hear that they finally did Admiral Thrawn and they made him terrible and incompetent, which is so sad. If it comes to a question of which is better, Star Trek or Star Wars, I really did like the Star Wars novels, some of them. I didn't read all of them, obviously. If we set the novels aside and just look at the movies versus the shows, I'm going to give it to Star Trek. Deep Space Nine is good. Babylon 5 isn't part of Star Trek, but it sort of was supposed to be Star Trek. Anyway, Babylon 5 is really good. But even if we set that one aside, just Deep Space Nine was really good. And we had so many great characters. In The Next Generation in particular, were most of my favorite characters. If it's just the movies versus the shows, I would give it to Star Trek. But if you bring the novels into the equation, then Star Wars. But either way, the moment Disney got a hold of Star Wars, it just... Yeah, I enjoyed the first movie. I always mention that. I did. But man, they decided all the novels were non-canon. What the hell? And then they just... Blah. Yeah. Anyway, let's go flag this. The Baron Aldos of Loth's forces neared Boar's Hollow. A member of the Unseen Society came out to meet them. Ah, Baron Aldous. We've been welcomed here by the farmers and townsfolk. Many of our brothers and sisters will flock to our banner once we begin excavations. Splendid. I've been forbidden by the Stouthearts to arm and train any additional forces, but the vassal oath says nothing about recruits from the Unseen Society. Hey, are you reading the fine print of contracts and looking for loopholes? Where did you learn to do a thing like that? Yeah, I heard they ruined Thrawn. That just... He was the best! He was so good! He was so cunning! He was the thing I wanted them to do. He was the one thing I wanted to see adapted to the movies. If all Disney had done was just make 3 movies that were the Black Fleet Crisis, everyone would be happy. If that's all they had done was just a straight adaptation as clean as they could make it. I see you've learned about... Yep, he learned, just like I said. In terms of strife, one must adapt, although it feels dishonest. I'm sure Aurelia would improve. She did something similar in her younger years. Ah, yes, the militia of Oak Hills. You're right. I'm sure she would smile upon us. Careful, dude. You might be turning this into the world of Dark Souls. You're making all kinds of decisions here that are questionable at best. Alright, what do we need? I can't make anything that makes units? Oh, here we go. Cultists and scholars are actually tied to a... Okay. I thought the cultists might have been the lowest end unit, but no? No, they're not. The laboratory is just toxicologists. Well, toxicologists are the strongest component of my army. Let's get that so we can upgrade it. Not sure what to do with the small buildings. Oh well. Not enough song and dance in the books. Firefly? Oh, now you're wishing. You are indeed wishing. We're not going to see anything from that property. Not until a decade has passed and somebody decides to dig it up and ruin it. I know, let's retell the story for a modern audience. Alright, she can go there. She can pick up that. I just need to pick fights. So, let me start with this. Will you join me? Baron Aldous, we of the Unseen welcome you to our excavation. We're on our way to unearth an old statue, but we've encountered a problem. What may that be? The bones of fallen soldiers that were entombed nearby have somehow come back to life, and are now guarding the valuables we've uncovered. Strange, I might investigate. Why do these undead rise? You're not sure. We'll join your troops, though, and we'll assist. Alright. All right. Oh, you need to visit that. Reverse Midas touch. Yeah. Reverse Midas touch. That's one way to put it. They have the shit touch. They turn everything they touch to shit. It's horrifying. It's inexplicable. Bound to her, bound to guard. Her? Is it the Empress? She is long gone from this world, though her essence remains. Bound to her, bound to conquer. I would have use of the treasures you guard. Stand aside, as I am the lawful ruler of this land. They said no. What's that? You like Boba Fett? Let's ruin him for you. That'll teach you to like a character introduced in the Star Wars Christmas special. There was a book that was just the adventures. It was a collection of short stories that were just the other bounty hunters that weren't Boba Fett and what happened to them. And they were fun. It was a fun novel. With some of them joined the rebellion. Like they had their little adventures. It was good. I liked it. Alright, you need to back up. Honestly, I kind of have to rely on the toxicologists for everything at this point, because yeah, I really don't got it otherwise. Oh no. Well, I guess that can't be helped. I'll continue to have light issues for a little bit longer. Bear with me. No. Not yet. I really am curious what your special abilities are going to look like. Okay, now it's time for magic. What do we do? Well, we don't run up and punch that. Pacify reduces their damage by 50%. Yeah. Alright, that's a pretty decent debuff. How much damage would I take? Probably a lot. Oh, the prequel trilogy. I remember when that happened. Look, the prequel trilogy had problems. The prequel trilogy was not on the same level as the original. But yes, we look back and we go, maybe we treated you too harshly. Maybe Jar Jar wasn't the worst thing that could have been made. We still don't like him, but perhaps... Oh dear, I need to decide what I'm gonna do about this situation. It's not a good situation. Justice! Oh, it's order and destruction. Makes sense. Rupture for 60. That would get a few of them. That's arcane destruction. I miss all of my swamp magic right now. Your initiative is 29. I can make it a tie. And hope... If only I could slow you down. That's really gonna be enough, but you know what? It'll do. Yep. That's right, that's a lot of instances of damage over time you got on ya. You're still debuffed by Pacify. It's actually not bad. It lasts a long time, doesn't it? This is a tough one. This is definitely a tough one. Okay. No! That's not what you were supposed to do! Hey! Crap, this isn't going well. That was expensive. That was really expensive. Holy crap. Alright, well, that could have helped in the fight a second ago. Alright, well, I now have an open-faced helmet. I can't get to that, huh? Alright, let's see what's down this path. She can scoop stuff up. I need a timber mill? Fine, I'll build a timber mill then. Whatever. Forum of the Unseen. Human research, you don't say. What a surprise they would be engaged in human research. Yes, I know what it actually means, but still. Glue mouse ears onto Anakin's helmet. I've encountered those theories before. Somebody linked me to Noggin talking about it. They're very silly. There is a couple of very interesting points with him making a jump and different things, but off screen. But I'm not entirely sold on that theory. Alright, let's go ahead and make this, although I'm probably going to be told I can't upgrade it. he's got to go back and upgrade those toxicologists. It's essential. Too much of his power's wrapped up in them. I have to go back. I'm not resisting the idea that Lucas could have fooled me. I'm resisting the idea that Jar Jar could have been a good character, secretly. I can't accept it. He's Jar Jar. Alright. So you would end up gaining stealthy. This is actually more valuable to a ranged unit than it might sound. Because it means that when an enemy locks you into melee, you'll be able to back up and slip away. That's what it means. Which is a pretty good trick, actually, for stepping back and shooting. Would be nice if more of my ranged units could get that. Normally you'd think of ignoring zone of control as being more of a melee thing, but well, it makes perfect sense here. And yeah, a little bit more hit points, hit a little bit harder, but that ignoring zone of control thing, that's huge. Alright. Meanwhile, the road led to Comfrey and the Barians that occupied those lands. Okay, good, now I know where this goes. Cool. That would be like going, holy crap, Scrappy-Doo was actually the best character in the show. It's just... There was a comic, an online comic back in the day called Darths and Droids. There's also one for Lord of the Rings. But the basic idea was they took screenshots from the movies and shows and stuff and made a webcomic out of them. And in it, it was the great... Jar Jar was actually brilliant in it. So basically, it's a D&D game. They're all playing characters. Star Wars is just a D&D game. So the players are just kind of making it up as they go along. The DM is being derailed by shit that they're doing. And Jar Jar is being played by somebody's little sister that is not very interested in the game. And it's actually brilliant. It's amazing. Darths and Droids is a ton of fun. The Lord of the Ring one, I think it was DM of the Rings, that I might be getting the title wrong, is also a lot of fun. Yeah, those are great. I don't know if I trying to remember. I know DM of the Rings ended. I don't know if Darths and Droids had ended when I read it. It was a long time ago now. But yeah, at one point, one of the characters said something about Jar Jar being genius, and the author had a note that he looked all over the internet, and this was a sentence that had never been uttered before, anywhere. Alright. Ooh, 43. I can't beat that. That's the best I can do. Oh, well, not a single peasant made it back. Well, thanks for your assistance. Your sacrifice will be... Well, no one's gonna remember it. But hey, we try. Yeah, I really wish I could angle some of these spells. Especially the Phoenix Bomb one. But Repel would be especially nice. Darths and Droids is still going. Wow! How long has it been going? Ah, jeez. Speed of Winds is really good, but I just did that one last campaign. I want something different. So, Essence Shield. Not really a spellcasting ability, but... until they've attacked or used an ability, they gain defense. Basically, this just protects me from getting ganked at the start of a fight, which has happened to me repeatedly already. 35% isn't the be-all, end-all, but still, it's helpful. I can also use it intentionally by pushing troops towards an enemy and letting the enemy get the first hit and counterattacking. At this point, I'm going to grab all the XP I possibly can. Aha! A croft! Very well, very well. I will build a croft. I can do that. I'm going to grab more toxicologists from the one thing up here. Oh, hey, a swamp spear. Great, thanks. Just what I always wanted in my life. Eh. Oh, I ran out of silk. That's fine. Alright, the Oath Singers are upgrading. What do they become? Oh, 20% spell damage. Oh, alright. Well, that's something, I guess. Sure. Well, if I could only gather the silk, I could do more stuff. I could trade for it. Alright, what do you do? Oh, you became a necromancer. Charge essence. Like the turtle had. Except you're a good ranged unit, so it hurts more. Oh, you're helpless. You can't retaliate. Their range is about the best thing I can say about them. They cost crystal to hire. These units aren't really doing it for me. I like the toxicologist, at least. So we've got a little pocket of Rana down here I can investigate. The crystal mine will be needed if we're going to use the necromancers. The ground here was getting wetter, and up ahead a pack of horrible creatures were seen. Dearths, Barians, and now swamp beasts. All the vile things of Patrium. The swamp should be cleared out for the safety of Boar's Hollow. So the Rana are infringing on your territory. Well, they kind of want to just kill everyone, so... Yeah, you might want to do something about that. They've gotten to Ray. Oh my gosh, they're doing the modern movies? Oh wow. I might have to go back and read it. They were on the prequels when I read it. Nah, I'll fight this manually. She-Elven Wizards. Or a Jar Jar Binks, apparently. You can take a step forward onto the high ground. Ugh, come on. Alright, fine. High ground, high ground. Charge up, me essences! It's interesting. The damage over time effects from the toxicologists make me wonder how I can make fights take longer. We've got some interesting spells in order towards that end. Okay. This is as one-sided as I can make this. Yeah, that Intimidate is cutting into your damage capacity. Oh, Arcane Storm. Or Repel. Let's do this. It feels good. It feels good to hit him with that. Yeah, that's way better. Lose one singer. I already have that. But I don't really need the money. I could give the to a second hero, but you know what? Maybe I do need the money. I just don't realize it yet. Okay, this should be one-sided and simple, right? I'll accept that. Alright, Crystal Mine. I have so much wood. Well, I could start selling it, but should I grab some more apples to sell? I should have cleared that in a different order. Oh dear, you look like those things at the bottom of Seath the Scaleless's dungeon. Burrowers, Ravagers, and Crawlers. Can you get through it without losing anything important? Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Alright, Glimmer Weave. Yeah. Alright. I'll be paying top dollar, but it's worth it. Three turns from now, the research will begin. Is it more celestial ore? Oh, no path available. Huh. Okay, that's a dead end. God, if only we had ever invented rope. We'd be able to get up and down these cliffs. A rope ladder. It would change the world. But such sorceries are beyond our capacity. Tis a great shame, though. Yep, we definitely needed that celestial ore. That was mandatory that we got that. Okay. Okay, she'll be arriving soon. She upgrades these 9 and delivers them. Okay, he does need more troop slots, doesn't he? Alright. That should be enough to handle whatever may come. We don't have a single non-unseen society unit left with us at this point. And the form of the unseen is ready. They do worship Aurelia still. +5 initiative. +1 destruction essence. And you could do that 3 times. That would make the Necromancer a powerhouse for giving you spell casting. I see. Alright, let me take human ranged damage. Yes. I think ranged damage, since I'm running so many toxicologists. Uh-oh. What was that? Probably someone going around collecting things. Things which I should be collecting. I'm the only one allowed to have things around here. Nope, it's an actual cliff. It was an actual cliff in my way. Alright, here we are. I cannot add you into my army, sorry. My heart swells with pride. You're fighting back. My Baron, we who dwell in these lands are and always will be loyal subjects. Let us help you fight these invaders. I don't have a way to collect you, and I wish I did. If only I had one more slot. Is 40 of this better than 20 of that? That's a good question. You provide arcane magic. You're better in like every stat. I hate to discard them. And I'm not sure if that was the wisest. But whatever, that's what we did. We done did it. No, we must live with the results. No, my cultists, how could you? I'm coming for you, House Firebrand. Okay, actually, I might want rocks. These are worth money. I think I should just push through. A handgun prototype. Oh. Okay, that's actually pretty good. We're not going around. We're going right in. And I ran out of time. But I don't think that guy can get in here. Maybe that guy can get in here. Maybe we're about to suffer a terrible loss. I don't know. Yep, he just ducked in. He just ducked in. You want... destruction. Take command. Okay, go back for troops. It's a little bit uncertain. Alright. Not gonna pick a fight with a fortified city just yet. I can bring reinforcements and bleed you a little bit. Okay. That's right. Reinforcements are on the way. While I'm stealing everything in your land. It's another one of your cities. Oh, what's this? I can sell the artifacts this time. I couldn't do that in the last campaign, and I can buy them. Okay. I would love to have riding boots. That's a question. I don't know which one's better, honestly. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, now we're looking a little bit better. That cost me a lot of money, but check it out. +4 view range. Better stats. I can see so far suddenly. And I can take this small town here. Alright, extra troops on the way. Yep, you're repairing stuff. Going to reflag things, but you fool! You have left your city. And as you've left it, unguarded, I might just come back. Now mightn't I? Oh no, now your city is burning down here. Oh, visit that. Yeah, what you gonna do? Touch that. Touch that. Touch that sign next. Man, you have way more resources than I did. Look at this. Double stone when I didn't have any? Double stone, double wood. You had a gold mine next to you? You should have completely stomped me with resources like this. Oh well. Too bad for you. Okay. All right. All right, there we go. Your army is as big as I'm allowed to make it for the moment. However, that doesn't mean you're as strong as possible, because we can bolster you further. I'll take 10 defense to all my human troops, extra attack power, and with that, we should be ready to kick ass. Between the extra magic items I just picked up, the fact that he has left this unguarded, and the upgrades, this is just over. Oh no, it's burning. How could such a thing happen? Is level 8 the max level? Did I stop gaining XP? I feel like I stopped gaining XP. Shift over even more units. Yeah, you want to retake that? It's time to end this. Okay, no, he has to fight the battle. I was thinking about giving her some XP, giving her a chance, but no. You're standing still. Thank you. I don't mind that at all. Because it lets her gain a little bit more XP. Oh shit, there's a shop here. Oh, okay, no, never mind. So tempted to have her do the fight, but no. Alright, for the battle, the proud figure of Sona's true right approaches the Baron. Greetings! I am Sanaz, and have been contracted to secure these lands for the House of Fairbrand. My contract clearly states who to do battle with and who to let leave in peace, and I'm sad to say you are one I must do battle with. How can this war be just? A small clause in a contract about something you Barians know I would deal with. I admit I don't know what made this war possible, only that I've contracted with House's forces to secure the land. Very well, prepare yourself, and we'll try to show mercy. But not all the troops are about to die in the battlefield. No mercy for them. So, which one is winning the vote, by the way? Last time, let's see, I saw them neck and neck, but last time I looked, it seemed like Star Trek was winning out. You shouldn't have shot like that. We have the defense boost on turn 1 before we've done something, And you guys were shooting from too far away to properly do damage. Are you unable to counterattack? Oh, he's helpless. I didn't realize. Well. Ow. Moving and shooting. Yeah. You guys might suck at it, but we're actually good at it. I like the toxicologist. The necromancer seems like it needs its researches to really be good. The singers, I'm not as sold on them. But the toxicologist is a fantastic unit. It doesn't even need the poison to be a good unit. The poison is just gravy. The fact that it's mobile. Alright. Stuff. As the last Baron surrendered before the forces of the Baron, Sanaz knelt and presented her standard in a sign of surrender. I yield. Our battalions will withdraw, and I place myself in your hands for ransom. I'm worth a fair share of gold for the right house. The House of Rosewater would be my advice. They are very wealthy. Good advice. We need food, gold, and materials. Would you be worth enough to feed the peasants here for a month? I would. Then I accept. The remainder of your battalion may leave in peace. Do you think they will send more troops to invade? I'm certain. They won't let go of this prize so easily. But it will be hard for them to recruit wielders. I, for one, will take no contracts to wage war against your barony, since that would violate the mercenary code. Hopefully you can stand against them. I hope so. With Aurelia's blessing, take her away. All right then, well. Baron, with the wielder defeated, is just mopping up here. I think you can handle that without me, and I have urgent matters elsewhere. I can, scholar, and thank you. Oh, it's our pleasure. I'll send word to all members of the Unseen Society throughout your barony that you will act as our patron. Wonderful. I will do everything within my power to bring back the glory days of her empire. Are we going to bring the Empress herself back during this campaign? As will we, together for her. Together for her. Or is she already an undead hiking around that never really died? I wonder. The Unseen's work had just begun. Together with Loth, they would bring back the glory days of old. Why, what a lovely thing to do. Let us bring back these glory days. Or at least an undead mockery of them. It is kind of true. Wanting seems to be a critical component to happiness. It's strange. Wanting seems to be a part of just being human. No matter how much you're given, you'll always want something. Desire. Brother Hiller of the Unseen Society had set out to uncover the work of Empress Aurelia and the purpose of the oath she created deep in the Silver Mountains. Unfortunately, ancient sites were controlled by the barony of Silverlink, and the scholars were not welcome. But knowledge knows no borders, and Brother Hiller was ready to pay any price to uncover her secrets. We fought Brother Hiller as the Rana at one point, when he was digging around in their territory. Oh no! The game sound is... Oh, shit. I know what happened. I'm sorry. You've been missing out on all the awesome sound and music and everything. How's the audio balance now? I apologize for that. Brother Hiller. Yep. Digging around in the mountains, not welcome. The portal beside him sparked, and Ambertina stepped out to join him. Oh no! I powered up the wrong hero and gave the wrong hero the artifacts. I was getting the wizardess after all! No! I did... Ah! Crap! Well... Darn it. I wish I had given her at least more artifacts. My dear Ambertina, did you find it? Did you bring me the crest of the Legion? At great expense, but little effort. These Baryons will do anything if you offer them enough gold. Gold is nothing compared to knowledge. But if it is so easy, then why are you so late? I am not late. I've just recruited the Baron of Loth to the Unseen Society. We may now conduct our research freely within their borders. Well, that is good. Well done, I suppose. Now, I've waited long enough. Hand over the crest of the Legion so I may begin my quest for knowledge. And I will begin the excavations of Grey Tor. My hope is to find the tomb of the Weesh. Together for her, Brother Hiller. Yes, same to you. With those parting words, she disappeared? Are you kidding? You started me with a level 1 Rat Lord? Jeez, really? +1 hit points to rats. Cunning. Really? Naked and alone in the middle of the woods. Great. Just how I wanted to start mission 2. Well, they only are supposed to have 5 hit points. Giving them 1 hit point is a big deal. The fact they come in stacks of 100 is terrifying. And I bet we could bring it up to 200. Yeah. When I was playing the Rana, my losses were to rats. They're more durable than you think they should be because of their numbers, and they hit harder than you feel they should when you're fighting against them. Well, here we have my furry followers. These mountains contain the tombs of some of the most celebrated legions, and I am one step closer to learning their secrets and uncovering the work of the great wielders of the Empire. What do you say to that? Maybe the Legionnaires will provide more conversation. Obtain lost knowledge 0 of 10. Alright, I've adjusted the sound a little further. Seriously, everything's 0 again. Got a little ratatouille on his shoulder. A group of cultists are gathered, chanting. Greetings, Brother Hiller. Evertine has tasked us to accompany and protect you. Protect me? I have adequate protection all around me. These rats obey me as if they had sworn the oath themselves. How is that possible? I thought that much was obvious. By grinding the bones of Aurelia's legionnaires to dust and feeding them to my rats, I've transferred the power of the oath to these simple creatures. The fuck you think you're doing? Don't feed human remains to animals. It's never a good idea. Remarkable. Frustrating is what it is. I've yet to understand how to use the oath to command the dead. How will I ever get them to rise? I am certain that is what Aurelia intended with the oath. Though my colleagues doubt me, of course. The fools! They called me mad. Me, Brother Hiller! Of whom do you speak now? Oh, you're still here. Just join my army. You can march behind the rats. Okay. Well. Oh, the quest to visit everywhere on the map. But the enemy moves. Alright, rat test. How good do our rats fare against wolves? We're level 1, so we really don't have a whole lot going for us. As Brother Hiller and his party searched the crypts, a pack of howling wolves appeared. Oh my. Wolves like bones. I wonder if my experiment would work on them. Well, no time for that now. Yeah, and wolves also like to eat rodents. Come on, give me something to work with here. Still no magic. Well. Devour. The rats, they hunger for the flesh, for the fur, for the bones, for the marrow. The wolves' hunger could not match the rats' hunger. Alright, I got something sharp. This was clearly used to be a beacon, or maybe a watchtower, but only ruins remain. What do you think it was used for? I'm not about to share my theories with just anyone. First research, then contemplation, and then maybe I shall share what I have learned with the society. If I deem the society worthy. Oh, I see. somebody who has an actual city is building themselves up while I'm wandering around with no thing. On a perfectly preserved pedestal, a tome of an ancient wielder rested, its text lighting up as Hiller neared it. Boy, how much rain has fallen on this book, and yet it's still in perfect condition. Maybe the pages are made out of plastic. Look here, my furry friends. This is an example of the great power of the ancient wielders that is lost to us. These lecterns contain the secret writings of a wielder for future wielders. In this case, for me. Now isn't that clever? We've read and studied these many times. Well, your minds are limited. If you were a proper scholar, you'd notice the notch in the lectern that precisely matches the crest that I carry. Now stand aside and let me work. The volunteers of the Legion have arrived, and I am inspired by their dedication to the future of the Empire. The Empress herself was here to receive their oath and thank them for their sacrifice. Our work begins in earnest. Plural Lightbringer, we heard about that one in the Rana campaign. I was right, and this confirms my theory. Aurelia and her wielders were working on the oath with the newly formed Evercrest legions in these very mountains. +1 offense, defense, and movement? Is that permanent? Brother Hiller might become terrifying if they all grant movement boosts. Logistics for the win. That is more than I can handle. Oh, a city! Nestled among the trees, a warm light and the sounds of digging guided Hiller to a small settlement. Welcome, brother. We've been expecting you and have begun excavations nearby. That's wonderful. What have you found? Anything useful? Oh, there are many different groups that have passed through here. Some shared their knowledge and others kept what they knew close to their chest. Ah, that is the way of scholars. We want the discoveries to be ours. I'll find those that know something and wrest the knowledge from them. There's another settlement of unseen to the north, Stone's Rest. I shall claim that one as well. Indeed. Well, not if I don't find some rocks, I won't. I wish to have a rat warren. Rocks. The rocks I need are right there. But I cannot has. Perhaps if I pick up some more cultists, I can double back for it. There's also some rocks here. Recent gifts and offerings strewn about the feet of the old shrine. Hello, Aurelia. I'm here to ask your guidance again. I had thought that the oath bound your people to the Empire, but I now suspect they are bound to you. Why else would the rats respond to only me and no one else within the society? My theory is that since we share blood, I've inherited a part of you that controls the oath. This shrine is like all the others, with no real response from you. All the little signs over the years leading me to your intentions. How I long for a proper conversation with you. Never mind, I'll figure it out for myself. Darn. Oh, if I'd rearranged things, I could have. Alright, now we go this way. Yes, we go this way. Oh, shit, I picked up a rock somewhere. Ah! Hold on. One more rock. But I don't have it. However... 2 Glimmerweave short. Well, a few more rats. Risky. I need that rock. I gotta take the fight. I just gotta. I'm becoming very hungry. I'm gonna enjoy a little bit of Easter candy and hope that my stomach can pretend that that's food long enough for me to finish the stream. We really need more magic. Ow. That cost me a bunch of rat. Oh well. We shall now devour the rat meat. And perpetuate the oath to more rats. Okay. This is interesting. This would extend the duration to 3 rounds and increase the bonuses. An initiative bonus, just flat out, is a huge deal. I really should take command, but... an initiative bonus? Man, I can't turn it down. Alright, that gives me another slot. We'll get more rats yet. But, not this turn. Yes, Easter candy! At this moment, it's just a little bit of chocolate. Alright, 5 toxicologists. We know how good those are from the last campaign. Hopefully that will cut through the wolf. And we're gonna start heading north. I need a second wielder to do logistics. Just transport troops. Go for it. Oh no. Oh no, Anakin, he had the high ground. How could you make such a mistake? Alright. That went well. Boots! Hey! And a nice blade. Okay. Well, that was worth it. That was definitely worth the trouble. Now let's pick up a few more. There was a great YouTube video. It was Obi-Wan training Anakin and trying to teach him about high ground. He stands on a crate and Anakin just force pulls the crate out from under him. And Anakin poo-poos the idea of high ground being a big deal. He's like, no, if I was standing on a ledge or something you couldn't move with the Force. And then it just cuts to the scene of Anakin defeated and burning. Just like, he was right about the high ground. I won't make that mistake again. Then it cuts to the original trilogy, where Luke leaps up on that thing, that catwalk, and Vader goes, I see Obi-Wan has taught you well. And then does the thing where he throws the lightsaber and it cuts the catwalk and drops Anakin down. It's a great one. I should probably dig it up just so you guys, just so I don't sound like a crazy person ranting. Okay, which path should we take? I should go for this. Rocks. Okay, that's a dead end. One of the things is going to be over there. Well, if your legs have been roasted off, you might as well replace them with extra tall robo-legs. Tallness is very important if you want to get dates, apparently. How could a Casanova like Vader possibly resist picking up such an advantage? What's that? What is that? Nothing. Nothing. Just terrain. Okay. I need more forces. These fights are too difficult for the Rat Lord. If only I could find some more rocks and money. Money would help. Greetings, fellows. What have you uncovered here? This is our discovery. You'll have to wait and read about it when we publish it to the rest of the society. How rude. Don't you know how important my work is? Stand aside or I'll set my rats upon you. Rats. Very well. They haven't fed in a while. I guess you will do... Oh, shit. Jeez. Every fight I'm looking at is not good. When we take fights that aren't good, you eat losses. I'm making so little right now. Oh, you. Okay, here's the settlement. Yes. Alright. We'll go back and we'll pick up more rats. The members of the Unseen Society, we're working at a farm here. Brother! Our settlement is at your service. It has served as the base of operations for so many scholars. Where are they now? Most have traveled through the Fey Forest and onwards, looking for knowledge to the southeast. I've heard that magical fires burn to the north. Is this still true? Oh, it is, and the way around is long. Exciting times! Magic fires and old legions speaking to us, cozy little farms in the mountains. So many things to make a man glad. Alright, this city has more than doubled my income, but without rocks, I can't take it any further. The rooms were empty. Anything of worth had been scavenged and rifled through years ago. Alright, that's a Keymaster's tent. Glimmer Weave, that was on the scavenger hunt list. We need some of that. Well, I guess I'd better flag this real quick. Then we go back. I'm not advancing into that forest yet. Curious about this portal. Alright, we have 5 rocks. That's enough to rat Warren again. I need 2 more stone and we can have upgraded rats. It always comes back to a lack of stone, doesn't it? That's right, the flesh is short. But steel is tall. This teleport art shouldn't have been humming with power, but for some reason it wasn't active. Alright. Well, the added cash from that new spot is nice, if nothing else. I'm worried that I'm taking way too long and that the enemy is going to get way too strong. But there's not much I can do about it. Alright! That's all my cash. However, I now have a 100 stack of rats. Alright. You should all be in terror of me now. Which way do we go? I want to go every which way. But I'm gonna go to the west first. That cage interests me. Oh. Out of movement. Yes, of course. And now I shall have a couple malt balls, which we pretend are robin's eggs every Easter, for some reason. I like them. I don't know why we seem to lose the recipe for 11 months out of the year. We have some of your folk here. We'll return them for a price, or we'll just sell them to the Barians next time they pass through. Barians, when have they been in the mountains? Not often, but sometimes they arrive and pay for guides and slaves. Interesting. Now return, my brothers and sisters, and be on your way. I think we'll add you to the cages. And then suddenly swarms of rats come bursting out of the ground like a horror movie and devour them. I really do want that cunning upgrade. And then he feeds them to his rats for the XP, of course. I really do consider command to be the most important thing to level up.
Ooh, I don't like that. But I know how these fights go. There we go, destruction magic. And we found rocks. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Glimmerweave and celestial ore. Rats aren't cheap. Before we fight any more fights, let's upgrade our rats. Crap, I'm really worried about what I'm going to encounter down the line here. Okay. Where these had 5 health and 1 to 2 damage, these have 7 health and 2 to 3. And they're venomous, that's something too. Alright, this should be plenty. Let's see what our new rats can do. Crap! What's that? I really am concerned I've taken way too much time in these early things. If the fight had been more one-sided and I had... Oh well. Go poisoned rats, and hey, some rocks. I think with that, I can upgrade you. And perhaps I should create more rats over here. Brother Hiller had his followers remove the lid from the old grave. Inside they found remains of an ancient noble family. As Brother Hiller stepped closer, specters of the dead appeared. Bound by oath, who has called us? I have. I've sworn the oath of Aurelia with faith in my heart. Tell me what you know of the oath. The wielders know more. Aurelia knows all. You should seek their wisdom. We know little. All we know is that we wish to serve. I call upon the oath to bind your service to me. We will serve. Oh, now this is exciting. I wish all research were this easy. I do need to find out more about where the wielders might have buried them. Or even Aurelia herself. Alright, what have we got here? Specters! Ignore zone of control. They're actually pretty strong relative to what we've been using. With their upgrade, it better be better. Interesting what they choose arcane essence for them. Well. Upgraded rats? Not quite. Alright then. We'll fix that soon enough. But I have no way to correct my lack of money. Alright. Alright, I'll finally take the cunning. Cunning is good. Arthur Heller stepped inside the old ruin, searching for more information. Interesting. There must be old notes about the maintenance of this structure. Clorin? That's a Fae name. So the Fae were clearly working together with the old Empire. Abandoned trenches and scattered tools indicated that someone had been excavating the crypt, but the gate to the crypt remained sealed. Ha! They didn't have the crest of the Legion, so it wouldn't open for them. Let's see if it works. Brother Hiller approached the crypt and steadily reciting the oath. The crest above the entrance of the crypt started to glow stronger and stronger. Suddenly, the door swung open. From within could be heard the rustling of bones, and the skeletal form of an old legionnaire stepped out. Bound by oath, bound to rise. Yes, I woke you. I seek knowledge of old. Of Wish, Coral, and the Empress. What do you know? Bound by oath, bound to conquer. Yes, you're bound to me. Bound to her, Coral Lightbringer. Confound it. These must be part of the first experiments. We await her command, but she is far from here. Where? Patrium. We will return to rest. Alright, well. Nothing in that one. Stand back! Please do not disturb the research of the Tinkerers Guild. Tinkerers Guild? I know of them. What have you discovered here? We're researching some old beacons in order to repair and recreate them. Do you know what they are for? They don't, but they'll find out once we've repaired them. I know more than you do. Then you'll be useful in our research. The Tinkerers Guild will want to question you. Now please stand down and don't resist. Muskets and Tinkerers. I really like the Tinkerer as a unit. Musketeers are, they're cool too. But I like the Tinkerer more. Man, our army isn't much to look at, is it? Oh, you're not going to try to build anything? That wasn't too bad. Do you absorb a hit from my rats, please? You two are just here assisting us by providing mana. Oh, they don't have the flamethrowers yet. They have to just hit you with their wrench. But you imprison those who employ it privately. Yes, because governments must maintain a monopoly on violence. This is important.
Oh, this is actually an interesting choice. As the Rat King, both of these fit with him perfectly. They do like 2 to 3 damage, so +1 damage is massive. +2 health, though, when they've only got like 7 hit points, another +2 is also enormous. This is like a 20. This is a little better than a 20% boost. I feel like this is better on paper. But I feel like in actual gameplay, Rigor would give me more. And I'm having a little trouble articulating my thought process on this. But I think the rat's not dying and then being able to bite the enemy with more surviving rats will end up doing more for me. Alright, more rocks. And now that we have what we needed, we can upgrade that. A timber mill? Okay, that's not happening. Alright, we increase our income a smidge. Sure, I'll accept that trade. Alright. Hit that on the way down. We've been sent by the Silverlings to investigate what's going on over here. That's funny. We're investigating, so your investigation will find out that we are also investigating. Very amusing. What are those things with you? These are my trusty rats. They're very obedient. Those rats are disgusting and dangerous. We can't allow you to leave with them. They need to be put down. No. When it comes to rats or humans, the choice for me is easy. You need to be put down. Alright, we're about to load up on rats. We're gonna load up on so many rats. I guess I don't really need any of those. I just need that to produce a little bit more cash for me. And we're good. Alright. Alright, I'm ready for a dangerous fight now. Go, or should I wait and hire even more? I've got almost 200 upgraded rats. Plague rats, in fact. But I could hire more. Now, the toxicologists are quite good too, but... no. We're going. Alright. think I was supposed to visit this. I failed to. No? Okay, it's that lectern then. Okay, alright, fair enough. That's fine. Fine, I'm gonna put a trading post in. Alright, rats versus fairies. The age-old question. Who would win? Now this is interesting. I've never had a chance to study these creatures up close. Smell death, never pass! They speak rapidly. Could you slow down for me, please? Never return! Ethel says bad death! Oh my, they are aggressive. Alright. Now we get to feel the plague rats in full force. Oh, I've got enough destruction. But do I really need to hit them with that? Or would I be better served to hit them with a fireball? Their health is comparable to the rats. They could benefit from this same build. Another lectern! So they were working with Aurelia then. I think I must assume that was the case. Our work continues in secret, but we are making progress. The last oath round we awakened were uncontrollable and had to be destroyed. We are trying a new version of the oath, and have great hope for its success. Looks like we're gonna have to fight more Fae. I need another slot somewhere ahead so I can recruit troops from it. Whoops. I seem to have pillaged something. Teehee. Well, such accidents will happen sometimes. Yeah, I'm not gonna put a timber mill there, so... I guess really there's nothing left to upgrade. Nasty wielder, do bad! Sharp claws! Calm down, little spirits. No calm, why stop death? Yes, I think not. Alright. 10% damage, initiative, more slots. Maybe I overvalue it, but troop slots are just... Yeah, more troops equal more win, I don't know. Okay, that's an arcane spire. Human, you carry the smell of death. Well, undeath, to be more accurate. The opposite of death, really, when you think about it. This cannot stand. We'll crush you. But I thought the Fae and humans were supposed to be friendly with each other. Alright, this one's going to be more dangerous. Ah, the Bob Ross. Not the one toxicologist. Yeah, no, that was exactly what I was hoping you'd do. I'm glad to lose a single toxicologist instead of a whole bucket of rats. But you couldn't resist the momentum, could you? I find myself increasingly want to go back and buy more rats. I am not confident in this army. But we need to move forward. Greetings, colleagues. What have you discovered? Oh, well, we saw the fight with the Horned Ones. We've been able to pass through the woods freely, but no more thanks to you. Thanks to me, they attacked me. The ignorant always lay the blame elsewhere. Move aside, join my ranks, or simply die of old age. This is our discovery, and we won't let you pass. We've grown quite powerful ourselves, delving in the knowledge of the old. It's enough of this insolence. Well, nobody seems to respect the power of your rats. But then again, they caught me off guard as the Rana, so... I shouldn't be surprised that other people don't expect the rats to be a major threat. Well, congratulations, you made the rats angry. How does that help you exactly? Also, no more shooting. That's right, I am seizing your firearms. Ah, crap, I didn't do it right. He's gonna be able to. That doesn't really help the situation much. If only I'd been one tile further south. Oh well, we lost a few more rats. Our army is bleeding by the second. But I don't want to walk all the way back to restock. Oh my gosh. If he's not the main hero, this would be an invaluable thing on later maps. If he is my main hero, it's... this would be a better use of his level. I'll take a crafty spiders. Who knows? Maybe I'll regret it. I don't know. Tools are abandoned, but nobody could open it. Who holds the crest of the Legion? You're not Kudral. Ooh, an advanced specter. I seek the knowledge of old. You have returned, but let's see if your mind has. What was the purpose of the oath? The oath compels us to keep the peace, protect the Empire, and rebuild it if needed. But she did not call us, and we have failed. We have slept too long and remember little. We of the Unseen Society seek the old knowledge to mend the Empire and bring us back those golden years. Worthy, we will join your cause. But if you seek knowledge, you need to find Aurelia. Her closest allies were tasked with her revival upon death. This is all we know of her. Closest allies, the other wielders may be. Alright, the advanced form. Drain essence. Steals the essence of any troops near you. Do we get to keep that essence? Oh my gosh. On top of producing 3 essence yourself, you might be able to acquire, If all you do is drain their essence, that's fine. But if you actually give me their essence, man... Maybe I want to build around these? They're not that great? Being locked to stacks of 10? But, I mean, particularly not for the Rat King, because, you know, plus 2 hit points don't mean much to them, but mean everything to a rat. But, I don't know. If I steal the essence from whoever they're standing next to, the enemy doesn't get to cast spells. And if I get that essence... Oh, man. Turn back! No. I think my exchange was pithy. Alright. Well, we've still got half the knowledge left for next time. What's this green thing? Oh, yes, of course. The moment I touch that, the enemy can walk out and conquer my cities, though. I need a way to get back, a shortcut. Ah, maybe that magic portal will start functioning. Wielder, the Silverlinks are trying to stop our research. We destroyed the road north out of here to stop them from disturbing our work. Well done, I suppose. Now join up. Oh, well, yes, brother. Okay. Well, finally he has a shirt on. My forces grow thinner and thinner. I need a town so I can pop in a rally point. Ooh. Sure. Well, this is interesting. Perfect. This will work. If I have enough strength to fight whoever's holding the blue flag. Oh, that's tough. But I don't see a wielder. You don't have magic. A lava eel? Is that in, is that in Stardew Valley? I have to eat some shots. I don't really have anything I can do about it. I can't repel them out. Dimension door won't carry me far enough. I guess I can do this. Yeah, that cuts down their number a little. I think a spirit could pass over these spiky things. Oh, that really hurts. Oh, wow, that devastated our rat count. And
it's not over yet. Alright, so that was devastating to us. However, it was worth it. Now we convert. I have no use for this. What I need is a rally point. Okay. Now, 5? No, that doesn't replace our terrible losses. However, 134 might. And then another 74 on that, and then, oh, I don't know, just everything. Look at that. All the slots are filled. We have 274 rats. And a few toxicologists. I can't upgrade them. I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna bother yet. Next time I take a town, maybe I'll upgrade them, though. Maybe. What's that slinking around up there? I see you grabbing all kinds of stuff over there. Curse you. I want that stuff. I knew from my research that these are some sort of amplifiers, but for what? If I could only figure out how they work. Frustrating. Wielder, let us join your forces. The locals aren't letting us search for knowledge in peace. Of course. Nice. Yes. Alright, where is that pesky wielder up here? Oh shit, you attacked me? You think you can win? That worries me greatly. The distinct banner of the rich barony flies above the troops of Mongola Silverlink. More scavengers! Just what I need. Do you know how much damage you've caused? Well, I've had enough. I don't know what you mean. I, Brother Hiller, am a scholar, not a scavenger. You and your ilk have been digging up the countryside and have caused a rock slide which destroyed the road. Rock slides happen all the time, and if you let me continue my experiment, we'll have all the workforce we'll ever need to build and repair roads. I will not, and you'll pay these damages after I destroy those disgusting rats and send your followers packing. Fight, fight, fight. Always fighting with you, Highborn. Okay. Well, either this is the end, or
This will be a triumphant victory of epic proportions. One of the two. My gosh, what is that? A guy on a horse with a hoe? A knight? If that was a knight, they wouldn't be wielding a hoe. This is a farmer here. My, look at this well-dressed troubadour here. 10% or 10 defense and 10 spell resistance, huh? Alright. Oh, she's got way more magic than I do. However... taxes. Interesting, that's probably gold. Have such a high initiative count, it's crazy. Might as well begin the singing. Rally, huh? Wait, did I move too close to the knight? I might have made a terrible mistake just there. Oh yeah, we're definitely in range of the knight, and there's nothing I can do about it. I don't have any of the things to block their movement. I could destroy one of them. Wait a minute. Oh, there was something I could do about it. Everything is fine. See, it takes your turn to steal their stuff. Let's see. I'd really like to put you between the troubadours and steal their magic, but... Go nuts! Man, if only I could give you one more movement tile. Well, you're stuck. And you're unable to do anything. Swap. Okay, interesting play. Let's go with that. Huh, rally. Okay, alright. You did that again, huh? Doing as much as I wish they would. The rally's probably having an effect there. Oh, great. Not Stink Cloud, how could you? Oh, you ran into your own Stink Cloud. But yeah, that was pretty devastating, so... Bush prevents me from repelling him. really, really wish I could repel him right now. Yeah, that acid cloud did a ton of damage to us. That's right. Suffer. So, this has been a very expensive fight, but the rats were unstoppable. Alright. A little ice to finish it off. Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to stop here for today. However, that was a tremendous victory that gave me no useful artifacts, but hey. Defeated Magnolia motions her troops to lay down their weapons. Brother Hiller, the forces you command, they are most unusual. And those rats, they followed your commands. How is this possible? It's my original creation. It's based on ancient knowledge of Aurelia and her work. The work her wielders were doing right here at the foot of the Silver Mountains. I'm impressed. The years of Aurelia were truly the golden years. I long for their return. This is only the beginning. Soon we'll be able to call on the ancient legions to clear away all bandits and bad-mannered beasts. But most important of all, what if the ancient wielders could wake and share their secrets with us? Could they truly return? With their knowledge and her guidance, Arleon would once again become a place of prosperity and peace. Could you really do this? Yes, definitely. I'm among the greatest minds this world has ever seen. There's even a small chance of that being true. I will be a part of it. I will lend the resources of the Silverlings to this cause, and my own might as a wielder. That's marvelous! But to be able to command these creatures, you will need to renew your oath. I suggest a shrine to the far west. I'll send a member of the Unseen along to guide you. And this fellow, he's smart for a rat. Long have I revealed Aurelia and her wisdom. I will take the oath to be a wielder in her name. Together for her. Oh, together for her. How very exciting. Well, my army's been chopped down quite a lot, but I can replenish it before moving on. However, we're gonna have to stop here. Alas, no more spooky adventures tonight. And tomorrow will be probably Star Trek. I don't know. Gotta double check and see if the votes shifted any, but it's probably gonna be Star Trek, I think. As is the day after. Although if it was the Unicorn Overdrive or Overlord, I think we'd be playing this again tomorrow. Or it could be Crystal Project, but it's probably gonna be Star Trek. Probably. Like in Minecraft, big problem is creating the Underdark slime farm. Jeez, I never got the slime farm to work. I could never get the slimes to spawn for me, and I don't know why. But, whatever. care for nasty surface ducks. Well, until next time, and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Good night.